I don't see any other questions, so we'll roll right into Lauren's next piece, which is delegate, HOD delegate submission. So Lauren, I'll just allow you to continue with the stage.
So we will be opening up our delegate submission this week. It is the same mechanism and platform that we utilized last year. So it will be in the open water platform. You will use your PA Med website username and password to access this, just like you did last year. It is the same process as last year. There is just some modifications to, we heard your feedback on the process and we tried to improve upon it from last year. So there's just some subtle tweaks. This is the general information screen that we had last year. Again, you can come in and out of this as many times as you need to. Just make sure that you're hitting save along the way. The delegate submission deadline selected by the speakers has been August 25th at 4 p.m. I believe that's a Thursday. So prior to August 25th at 4 p.m., you're going to want to come in and out and add your delegates and your names and your alternates and everything like that and just hit save. But when you're ready to submit your final list of delegate names prior to August 25th or right at 3:55 p.m., that is when you'll hit save and finalize. This is the proposed timeline again this year. We are anticipating to go live this week. The deadline to submit your names will be August 25th at 4 p.m. The final deadline to switch from alternate and delegate. So you will no longer be able to add new names just like last year, but you will continue to be able to flip from delegate to alternate status up until after registration. So I believe registration for the House of Delegates will be Thursday, October 13th, and then you will have the day Friday, October 14th to make any final switches between alternates and delegates into the platform. So much like last year, it's your name, it's your email, and your delegate type. Now, what we did do differently this year is we split out your student and resident delegates, your required student and resident delegates from your general physician delegation. This does not impact all counties, but there are certain counties that are required to have a certain number of student and resident delegates in addition to the physician delegate slots. So you will actually submit this twice this year. You'll come in and choose Allegheny County, which is your regular delegation, and then any of the required 16 slots that are residents and students, you'll come in and redo it and select your delegate type for that. Just to make it a little easier and break it up a little bit. Now, when you get your delegate list, you will still get one list with all of the names on them. This is just to help with the counts and to make sure that you're keeping your counts together. The other thing we modified this year is last year there were two boxes. There was the delegate and alternate box. This year we have one box and we have the delegate alternate drop down. So you'll add all of your alternates and all of your delegates within the same fields this year and just choose alternate or delegate. The nice thing is once you are no longer in the adding new names phase, you will be able to just come in and modify whether they are delegates or alternates and switch within the same box. So you will see them all together in one place this year instead of broken out delegate versus alternate. So those are the modifications that we have made for this year. We are going to export your delegate lists that were in there from last year. So if you have a lot of regular delegates that come from year to year, you'll be able to just copy that information and paste it into the system this year. So we will provide last year's lists for you so that you can copy and paste the information if you have a lot of reusing delegates. Otherwise, it'll just be adding their first name, their last name, the title if you wish, their email. We still are requiring the net form account number. You should be able to pull this from your nucleus reports. So you'll be able to include the net form account number, the credential, which is whether you're determining if they're an alternate or delegate slot, and then any notes that matter for you. If you have want to indicate specialties, or if you want to keep track of anything specific, you do still have that note fields. So as you add them, you'll see they appear in your list. And then your list will grow. And then again, like last year, you will have the ability to sort and reorder. So if you add, you know, all 16 delegates and you want them in alphabetical order, you'll be able to drag and drop them and move them around. If you have somebody that was a delegate is now an alternate and you want to move them down to the bottom and keep your delegates together and your alternates together, you'll be able to adjust and modify that as well. So again, you can come in and out and hit save up until August 25th. After August 25th at 4 p.m., you will want to have hit save and finalize and submit your list. And then after that, the system will open up again for you for the alternate delegate switch up until registration closes on October 13th. After registration closes on October 13th, you'll have the whole day of the 14th to make any final changes from alternate to delegate. This is in case a delegate doesn't register or a delegate no longer is available to come. You'll have the ability to slot in an alternate in that place that may has already registered or may has confirmed that they're coming. So that'll happen up until August 14th. And then that's just a week out prior to the House. We will finalize credentialing and look forward to seeing everybody in Hershey. So questions? And again, it's going to be the same as last year's process. So you should be very familiar with it. Doug, is your hand up for this or just still from last time?